Guys, I have some tragic news. You know, the season is going well. We have the best record in the league. Ben Simmons has taken back the edge in the MVP race. We're the best defense in the NBA, a top 10 offense, and all of this with just 4 games left in the season. But tragically, just oh so tragically, Paul Reed is not happy with us. He was the Sixers' late second-round pick in the 2020 draft, and he doesn't want to be in Philadelphia anymore. All of this work that I did wasted. It's all just for nothing. All right, but for real, we are at the end of the season. We have one of the final games of the year left to play, but let's review the season pretty much as it's coming to a close. I did what some of y'all in the comments told me to do, which was turn up Ben Simmons' dish to open man tendency, and that resulted in him ending the season averaging 7 assists now instead of 5, which is much better. CJ's numbers dropped a little bit in the point and assist department, but I'm fine with that. Gary Trent has continued to be amazing. Dude is like an 84 overall at this point, which means he's technically a higher overall than Drew Holiday, so that's something. Speaking of Drew, this season still wasn't great in simulation, but whatever, I'm fine with it. Tobias is still killing it as a 6-man. He's actually at the top of the 6-man of the year voting chart now, so that's good. Tyrese Maxey has been great for us off of the bench. Moses Moody was an efficient shooter in his rookie year. Both of these rookies are actually really good in the minutes they get, and their per 36 numbers are pretty wild, so they could actually be some pretty good trade assets, wink wink. But let's actually finish this damn season. We'll talk about everything else once it's officially finalized. The Atlanta Hawks ended up being one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference this year, so I walked into this game knowing it was going to be a challenge. However, I didn't realize how much of a challenge it was actually going to be, because my God, is this Atlanta Hawks team good on offense. Luckily, they're not very good on defense, so I'm able to attack them, and especially Trae Young, but like they just kept it coming. And you would think with us being the #1 defense in the league, we'd be able to handle it. But I mean, as you're about to see here, Bogdanovich 3-pointer. We were not very good defensively this game, as we get yet another Bogdanovich 3-pointer from the same spot, and then guess what? Bogdanovich 3-pointer. So we went down pretty early in this game, and we were really just drowning the whole way through. It was definitely not an easy one. Trae Young wide open in the corner. That's not something you want to do. And what was annoying was even when I was playing good defense, like with this pin by Ben Simmons right there, it still wouldn't even work. Like right there, John Collins gets the rebound. This was just a very, very, very frustrating game. Luckily, because Trae Young is such a easy or defensive liability, I was able to attack him a good amount in this game with Tyrese Maxey on this possession right here, the layup he got previous to that. But Trae Young would make it just as bad on the other end of the court, because as you're seeing right here, we're down pretty big early. Like, it's not characteristic for us to be losing by double digits before the half is even over, before the second quarter is even halfway over. And that's just what was happening here. Bogdanovich, yet another wide open 3-pointer. I don't know what was going on with the defense of the game. I got to the point at like halftime, I was like doing that leaning in meme where you're trying your hardest. First jump shot that I've made with Jeremy Grant in a game, by the way, right there. But even when I was trying hard on defense, we'd have stupid shit like this. Like, it was just not easy going for us in this game whatsoever. Ben Simmons attacking Kevin Huerter, doesn't even get that one to drop. And then CJ with Alex Len on him. It became frustrating on offense too, because I can't get by Alex Len. I get swatted out of bounds. And guess what? On the inbound, I try to cheese it, and then I get blocked by Alex Len once more. So this was just not my game for sure. CJ gets that catch and shoot 3-pointer. We do make it a 9-point game, but then just DeAndre Hunter hits that fadeaway 3 right there. Ben Simmons attacking the basket. Obviously, that one's going to work out. But anytime we started to chip away at the lead, they would find a way to get right back ahead of us, and it became very frustrating. Block there by Ben Simmons. I wanted to highlight it because I believe Ben Simmons ends this game with 7 total blocks. Missed that layup right there by Ben Simmons, and then CJ, Ben Simmons in the pick and roll, throws the alley-oop, doesn't make a dunk, and that is very rough. It goes right out of bounds. Just a very, I keep saying it, but it's just a very frustrating game. I very nearly quit a few times. That layup right there, the pick and roll right here with Gallo just pushes Gary Trent out of the way for the layup. Ben Simmons to Jeremy Grant, another jump shot for him. So at least some positive out of this is that Jeremy Grant is actually doing stuff on offense. But then Clint Capella takes Ben Simmons off the dribble on a drive. Like, there was so many things in this game that were stupid, and I'm actually worried because there's a good chance we face this Hawks team in the playoffs, and we really did not have any answer for them defensively. Trying to close this one out, get it a little bit closer of a game. We do have it to a 6-point game, but then just Trae Young, three-pointer. Then on this play right here, Trae Young gets to the paint, just slices through our defense, gets the layup to drop. 8-point game now. Tyrese Maxey able to get by Trae Young. Tyrese had a very good game just because Trae was not a threat for him defensively, so he was able to, basically the game came to him at will. Right here, a dunk by Aaron Baines, and it is now just a 7-point game in the fourth quarter. So despite the frustrations, we're actually fighting back in this one, and now it's just a 5-point game. But Trae, with the three-pointer off of the screen, gets that one to drop. Bogdan attacking the basket. He manages to just push Ben Simmons out of the way, and he gets the layup. Then Clint Capella finds DeAndre Hunter for this jump shot. You're slowly watching the deficit that we closed falling apart, and then Bogdan made that jump shot despite my defense. I paused out of frustration, and then right here, DeAndre Hunter with another jump shot, this time a three-pointer. That was it for me. I had to sim to the end. This game was very frustrating. Ben Simmons played fantastic, but CJ really struggled. Everyone except for Tyrese Maxey and Ben Simmons really just struggled in this game offensively. And then defensively, we had no answer. So I decided, you know what? I'm not ending the season like this. I am going to beat the shit out of the 19-win Detroit Pistons. I do not care how bad they are. I'm just going to get some frustration out on this team. And because this was just about getting frustration out, I'm not really going to be showing you any of the Pistons buckets. Because one, they were ugly because this team is garbage, and two, I just wanted to beat up a poor innocent team, and that's what I do right here with Ben Simmons. He already has 11 points, and we're halfway through the first quarter. Dishes it to Gary Trent right there. That three-pointer drops. I was just like, I'm going to run at the basket with Ben Simmons on every possession. I'm going to fully cheese his overpoweredness, and I'm just not going to give a damn because that last game, I was just so goddamn annoyed. And as you see, we're definitely fucking up the Pistons right here. This dunk / layup right there from Moses Moody was very cool. I didn't think that was going to drop, and it did. CJ in the corner for the three. He's turning around. We're just bullying the Detroit Pistons here. He even makes this one, which was like 40% contested. Blake Griffin gets his block just swapped. I keep trying to. I'm fucking up my words here. He gets blocked. That's what I'm trying to say. Then Ben Simmons with the dunk on the fast break does that ugly ass double clutch. Ben Simmons with the layup out of the pick and roll. Blake Griffin misses that three-pointer. That pull-up animation is so hideous. And then he's just going to attack the basket. That gives him 30 points by not even halftime. 35 points by not even halftime. 37 points by not even halftime. I think he got another bucket, and then let's make it 40 by halftime for Ben Simmons. It's getting a little bit out of hand. Jeremy Grant with the dunk. Finally, I'm able to actually get the CPU to double me with Ben Simmons. Gary Trent out of the corner with the three-pointer. Ben was being more of a playmaker in the second half because I wanted to just really fill the box score with him because we're winning this game by 30 points at this point. Might as well just completely fill the box score. Draws a double team, gets it to Moses Moody in the corner. I didn't turn up my sliders because I feel like that's worth mentioning, being that CJ and Moody did that like turnaround thing after the green release, which is something the CPU does a lot, or you do a lot when you're on higher sliders. But the Pistons were just garbage. So I end this game with a 55, 19, and 13 game with 5 blocks on 25 for 30 shooting with Ben Simmons. Good game from CJ, good game from everybody. Went a little bit hard on the Pistons. So we officially finished as the #1 defense as well as the #7 offense. We also finished with the best record in the NBA. Now I feel like I should put the disclaimer here just so the expectations don't get too high that I don't even think we are the best team in the East, and especially the NBA. I honestly feel like 2K was being a bit too generous there. So my expectations are not like championship or bust by any means, and I don't think that should be your guys' expectations. But with that said, the best best record in the league, led by Ben Simmons averaging 25, 14, and 7 on 60% shooting while playing Defensive Player of the Year candidate caliber defense. Well, what I'm building up to here is he did end up walking away with the MVP. So that goal was acquired. Also, Tobias Harris did not win Sixth Man of the Year, ended up going to Spencer Dinwiddie. Cade Cunningham wins Rookie of the Year for the Thunder, which was no shock there. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Jonathan Isaac. Most Improved to Tyrese Halliburton. Coach of the Year to our guy Doc Rivers, and Executive of the Year once again goes to me, though my character changed because I had to do a new file because I tried custom jerseys, which corrupted the old file that I started the series with, but that is technically 2 consecutive Executive of the Year awards in a row. Just saying. Ben made All NBA first team again, made All Defensive second team because AD took the center spot in the first team. Tyrese Maxey makes All Rookie second team, and our first round matchup is the Orlando Magic, which means we're going to lose game 1, but then win the series in 5. Get ready for that in the next episode.